at the India Mobile Congress, and today we have with us Mr. Scott Wilson from Rosenberger. Hi sir, pleasure to have you here.
Pleasure to be here.
And we'd just like to know about what kind of trends are you seeing with respect to telecom equipment manufacturing in India?
Well, what we're seeing here at the show, we are highlighting some of our 5G products, particularly in the antenna area, and we're seeing tremendous interest in that. That's going to be a technology coming very soon that will provide tremendous increases in user ability to receive data, particularly video data, smartphones, and other devices. So a lot of interest in that area.
All right, and sir, how aggressively are telcos looking to tap 4G related technologies or 5G technology in India?
I think it's very aggressive. Some of our most advanced products, there's tremendous interest here in India, so I think they really want to be right there with the rest of the operators in the world with 5G.
And which all are the telcos that you are currently dealing with or have dealt with previously?
All of the major Indian telcos, Jio and Airtel and Vodafone, Idea, BSNL.
So the kind of equipment that you have been supplying to them is 5G equipment? Yes,
particularly in the antenna space. A lot of our products can be used across the different generations of wireless, including 5G.
Would you say that can we expect some trials going forward, maybe in next year, 5G trials?
Yes, definitely. Particularly an area called massive MIMO, which is just a buzzword, but what it means is a dramatic improvement in being able to download huge amounts of data, and a lot of interest with our 5G antenna with all of the operators, all of the telcos. Yeah.
What kind of equipment are being required for smart city projects, and how are you going about it?
We offer a lot of products there, particularly in building. We provide in-building systems, and with 5G, one of the requirements is new frequency bands. So we are offering new frequency bands with our in-building solutions.
As you had mentioned to me previously, that you also supply to other gear makers like Ericsson, Huawei. So what kind of relationship do you share with such companies?
We typically get involved early on with their projects, and particularly in the more advanced antennas, often that's more a sale to those companies rather than to the telcos. So particularly in the more advanced areas, we will work directly with companies like Ericsson and Huawei rather than the telcos.
You have been operating in the Indian market for past 10 years. So what kind of shifts and what kind of trends that you have seen all this while?
Well, I think we've seen tremendous growth, huge growth, both overall in the market and for Rosenberger in India. There's been, dramatic growth.
Other new emerging technologies that are seeing traction in the market?
As far as the overall market, 5G is including millimeter wave, which is extremely high frequency, and that requires a completely different set of equipment. So that's an area that is emerging as new requirements for these more advanced systems.
Do you see any roadblocks that are probably hindering the growth of 5G in India?
Well, one is definitely cost, because particularly with new technologies, typically they're more expensive than previous generations. So I think that's particularly in India, that could potentially create a slower adaptation because of the cost.
What kind of future do you see for telecom networks in India, let's say in 2020 or even beyond?
Well, I think one of the things that I've seen over the years with India compared to other markets around the world is I see them, catching up. And I think what you'll see within 5 years or so is that there won't be much distinction between U.S. and Europe and India in terms of what's the latest technology, what's being offered. India will be right there at the same time with the newest technologies with other parts of the world.
All right, sir. That will be all from my end. If we missed anything, if you'd like to add something.
No, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to have you here. Thank you. Please keep watching this space for regular telecom industry updates.